You're safe then. What's up, guys, and welcome back to ESK8 Con 2025. We're going to be looking at all the new products, new boards, new accessories, new tires, and everything in between. So let's get this party started. So we are at the Propel booth, just trying out some of the new products. So do you want to introduce yourself, who you are in relation to Propel?
My name is Mike Bernard from Propel. Been with the company for 5 years, and we love ESK8 Con. This is our second year in a row. Pleasure to let you demo the boards.
No, sick, man. It's a great opportunity. And what's good about with Propel, obviously, you've got a range of different scopes, including obviously the new Sigma as well. You've kind of covered the whole market in relation to a customer's wants or need. And now we've obviously got like the city commuter, the off-roader, the in-betweener, and then obviously the commuter now. Is that kind of where the direction with Propel has been?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's kind of funny because other brands have sort of done the reverse, where they were starting in the street space and then they branched out into all-terrain and off-road more, but we specialized. We have an engineering team, so we started with some of the more difficult builds with the Endeavor series and the X4S. And we are getting more and more into street skate based on feedback from riders that want Propel quality and our customer service. One
thing that's very special about you guys, and I kind of said it's a very amicable thing, is the demonstration piece of your new revolutionary gear drive design and system. So how is that being incorporated with future products with Propel?
Yeah, I mean, gear drive is a logical fit for Propel because of our all-terrain boards. Obviously, we don't want to have belt breakages or pebbles inside belt paths. So our gear drive system is different than most on the market because we use oil as opposed to lithium grease.
So with the gear drive, where is that going to be like focused on the next kind of chapter of Propel? Is it going to go on the ruckus, I assume, first, and then go from there?
Yeah, we're branching it out. You can see. Obviously, we started it on the all-terrain boards, but Ruckus is the next logical iteration of it.
Nice. So with what's been like the evolution of obviously the remote and the Sigma is a brand new concept and product for you guys. Is that something that you're going to try and incorporate on the rest of the range of the boards going forward?
It's a great question. The Palm remote is something we're very proud of. It's been in development for many years within Propel. And the answer is yes, we are going to, we're working with Ling Yi to expand it onto our other product line.
And I suppose the benefit of having a focus on different products, i.e. the shortboard, the AT, the hybrid of the two with the Endeavor, and then obviously the city commute with the Ruckus, that these different demographics trickle on to the aspects of each other's boards. So you've obviously got the CNC trucks that can trickle on to the other products, and it all kind of collabs in its own different way.
Yeah, there's a lot of efficiencies when you stay under one tent. You will often hear of, and we also have a loyalty program as well to sort of encourage that. But we'll often hear of people who start with one Propel board and then they'll expand their line. I've always kind of been of the opinion that if you're an e-skate enthusiast, there's not really one board that's perfect for everything. We want to get more people into it. I mean, Sigma's very different. I think Daniel Kwan has done a great job sort of promoting the merits of portability. I think he's spot on that it's definitely like one of the key advantages of electric skateboarding over other BEVs. And so our Sigma is under 20 pounds, despite having...
Power to weight ratio is definitely a focus nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you want to go mental, you just go for the full four-wheel drive, like I will dominate everything. And what's nice is you've got the clearance to go with it, because a lot of these boards that are massive off-road builds, they've done the clearance, which makes the whole thing redundant. But thanks for your time, and I appreciate it, and thanks for letting me ride your boards. It's great.
Of course.
Right, let me just adjust my mic. And it's adjust. So we've got Scott here, legendary member of the Wolfpack. Absolutely amazing having you back again this year.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is how we do. Whispering ears.
Thank you.
How are you treating ESK8 Con differently this year? Because it's a different approach for you. This is more about lasting memories.
100%. So this year for me is not about filming every product and talking to every vendor. This for me this year is talking to the riders. Yeah. Talking to the people on the boards, seeing boards that I've reviewed and people who come in and say, hey, g'day, what board have you got? How do you like it? And getting their feedback, right? Because we know what we test and what we ride. Yeah. But it's so good to hear from people who ride that board for thousands and thousands of kilometers. Yeah. And going, oh, but didn't think of that.
What's up, man? Come in. Come. No.
Hello.
Oh, no! Look! It's on camera! Look! My holo card! Woo! So how are you treating ESK8 Con? What year is this for you?
This is my third time.
Third time. What are you doing differently with this year compared to the other years?
I'm racing on my own race board. I've been racing with sponsor board for the past few years.
Okay. What is different with your personal build that you incorporate in your racing?
I just finished building it last night.
Everyone, last minute.
Last night, wow.
ESC, the Maker XG300s in my Stage V5.
Jesus Christ. And you haven't put the miles in to see what it feels like?
Yeah, I was practicing the drags and get a feel for it. It's night and day.
Yeah.
It's so powerful.
You've been on the track already?
ESC, yes.
Yeah.
ESC, but not ESK8.
Okay.
That long straightaway is gnarly.
That's
gnarly.
crazy. Yeah.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Seriously.
Absolutely, Brett.
I didn't get one of those. No, I'm going to get mine out. Are you getting stickers as well? No, terrible person.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. She's using my screen and you're ignoring it.
Oh, thank you. So we are with Kieran from Meepo Boards, Electric Skateboards, race sponsor for the event, which is good. I feel like from Meepo with the MLR and obviously working with the riders and the racers, Meepo has evolved into that high speed community now with those riders, those racers, those fast boards. And has that kind of made you more excited about trying faster, premium, speedy boards?
There should be somebody building accessible mass production board.
Not too much longer.
Yeah.
There could be enough MLRs to have just MLR race, only MLR, and then that would be the standard of making races, that everyone has the same boards. Because obviously with ESK8, DIY, race boards, all these companies, it's great, but having accessible race boards for everybody means that we can make a standard with ESK8.
Right now, the rich people with a good DIY
Flying.
beat the poor guy.
Yeah.
Because the poor guy, they may have good skill, but their board sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
They win because they are rich. It's not fair.
Yeah. How are you enjoying ESK8 Con? A bit more calmer this year? You're racing again? Who do you want to beat this year in your league?
I don't know yet. Last year it was Brian and a bunch of guys from DC Skate.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I have a lot of respect that you race as a owner as well, because now you understand both sides, a racer and as a business. I'm going to highlight one last thing, and I heard you made this in what, 2 weeks?
Yes.
So we changed the gearing ratio so that it was more accessible for everybody, all your racers, and that's the difference. How quickly and how it shows how focused you are on making cool stuff.
They complain, say the top speed is not enough. Oh, the only thing we can do is build a
better gearing. And then one last thing. These are really pretty. Look at these guys. So yeah, we've got the Mike is so rude. Mike, shut up. Anyway, so 115 millimeter CNC core.
Yes, it's CNC.
I've never seen a CNC core for a street wheel.
Yeah, CNC core is a trend, new trend. Everybody wants a precise wheel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is this going to work with an adapter?
Any kegel.
That's a Kegel?
Yeah. Nobody understands, but actually it's a kegel.
It's a Kegel design?
Yeah, it's a kegel design.
Look at that.
It's easily get in.
So if I want these wheels, they're going to work on everything that has Kegel already?
Yes.
Wow.
And another thing I want to tell everyone, when your pulley moves a little in your hub, it's a perfect fit.
You want a little bit of play, a little bit of movement.
When you ride it, don't feel it, but it allows all the components to be in the perfect position.
And allows a little bit of movement, so it doesn't snap, and it gives a little bit of play.
Yes, it's great.
These are gorgeous, though. I really love rubber street wheels. And what's nice about some of the street wheels in the past is they have rubber, but it's so thin. This whole thing is rubber.
Yeah.
So you can use this for miles and miles, right?
Yeah, we get this design from BMW.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like that racing influence, isn't it? Yeah, but that's amazing. Look, I didn't realize that was a Kegel.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, I really like these. They're great fun.
And we are trying so hard to make everything compatible.
Yeah, standard.
So the whole community, they don't need to buy all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't compatible with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a pain in the ass.
We all grow together, yeah? Why are we making it? Why we compete against ourselves when we can work together and make it even better?
Yeah.
So we're here with one of our racers here from the Canadian Xway team.
Every year we come into ESK8 Con, I feel like there's like this 6-week period beforehand where we just don't have our stuff together and we're waiting on shipping and stuff like that. And this year was no different, but the difference this year is that the Xway Canada team, we're running some Xway internals, but the outside we're using stooge decks, stooge builds, some other types of builds and stuff. So we're kind of branching out in a different direction.
Hybrids. So yeah?
Yeah, like we're giving Xway a chance to kind of create a race board, but they're not going to create like a stooge board or something like that. And you know, they keep coming out to ESK8 Con. They're still like a huge, great sponsor of this event. That's all we can ask from them. So you know, they're doing the right things. We just want to see some crazier products come out. But you know, you got to stick to what you're good at. And, you know, if you have a consumer model and you know maybe some more off-road kind of derivative or direction that you're going in, then you know you got to take it with the punches and see what comes up next, right?
Yeah, man. Are you racing this year?
No.
Are you just going to help your team, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, good luck to your team, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Appreciate it. So, we are back again. Engineering it, and we dropped the screw.
Of course, I just started.
Perfect.
Cut it out.
Sorry about that.
So, yeah, we're with the Mad ESK8 crew. Once in, third year running?
Third year?
Third year?
It's our third year.
So, do you want to introduce yourself for people who might not know who you are?
Yeah, so I'm Kevin, also known as ESK8 Kevin. I do the marketing for Mad ESK8. I do the website. I do the brand outreach. Tester. Will. Logistics.
And then Brian.
Hi.
Working on safety, which we'll talk about here.
So basically, these trucks were designed initially to replace DKPs. So they should be able to be used on any longboard that uses either DKP or TKP trucks. And so it has a very similar type of geometry. So over the last year, what we did was we improved all the sourcing for like prime joints.
What are you up to, Thomas?
I'm doing an interview right now with my camera. Thanks, Jimmy.
Oh, sorry.
The Cali show. Go away. Unsubscribe. I think my thing is when I was trying out obviously 3-link design, as it was obviously it was very Mad Maxy kind of raw dog, and that was great. But this is like the consumer accessible version, right? And I feel like this is something you can put on a range of mainstream boards, which is what you told me that's the goal, right?
Exactly. So these are not specifically for racing. They can be used for racing. Mo initially did the initial design, but the intent was to bring the 3-link design to the consumer market.
Obviously, you guys are known for a range of excellent, reliable wheels. Where's your wheels, German?
We sold them all.
You sold them all? Do you want to grab the next collab?
The main thing I learned from my initial collabs that didn't succeed was that you have to pair yourself with a company that has a very similar mindset. And in our case, like our mindset is, you know, we extensively test our products. We make sure that they're pretty much as good as possible before we release them.
Can I grab one of the hubs? These are gorgeous. These are really, I really like these. These are gorgeous. I've got a set which I'm doing on my DIY build, slowly building it up, and these are part of the core of that infrastructure. So my question is, with the collabs and working with you guys have got a really solid race team, you know, representing today, which is really great to see. Has the collaboration with the racers evolved Mad into obviously looking at slicks, looking at links, and
so it will.
Yeah.
So a lot of the projects that are currently available were worked on within the core team. Yeah. But now that the race team has become something that I want to start focusing on, input we're going to get from the race team.
But the development
develop future products.
Like Brittle, like him destroying every wheel he's ever sent to him. But that shows you the tolerances and gives you that information you need and the feedback, so you can evolve it as much as possible.
And that's one of the reasons, like, I come from a cycling background, so there's a lot of products that are developed in racing that are then later implemented and then brought to the consumer market.
Brian's been working on his motor mounts.
I'm sorry, I've been kind of distracted in the
it's
looking
good.
way because I'm assembling these.
Yeah.
But if you look at the thickness of the motor mounts, these things are massive.
Yeah, they ain't gonna snap easy.
You know,
and then you got the support as well. But I think my question is, I want to ask the audience, is I want to ask what colorways. We're going with the red at the moment.
Right.
I want to know, please put your comments in how you feel about black and red, or black and put your comments in, see where we go with that. You know, for me, I think black and grey personally represents mad, or black and white, but white is brave. So this is my good friend David. He was the first guy I ever raced against in Brussels.
That's right, in Brussels.
Yeah, I heard you before I saw you, and you was like my main competition early days, and then I just kind of like went, oh, okay, I surrender. But yeah, once again, racing again this year.
Racing again this year, yeah. Of course, always.
What are you racing?
The WTF.
Oh,
Way too fast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. None of us have seen it in the UK, so it'd be cool to see you guys send it. Hello, Mo. Come here, mate. Come say hi. So, Mo, what the backbone of the race scene, the engineer, the craftsman, the sorceress, the ring bearer, maybe, you know, from Mount Doom, creating your stuff.
It all says it right there on the palm of my hand.
This man works with his hands, got amazing hands. With this event, obviously seeing your legacy evolve every year onto the next chapter, how does it feel to be part of this evolution of this sport?
It's a lot of fun. I mean, my deal is the charge that I get is taking something to the track, watching guys like Mario and watching guys like Rux and watching guys like David Pilning come all the way from Czechia and run these things, and being able to come in and make something a little faster, a little better for them. I had a guy about a month ago comes up when we were developing the V6, and he says, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
it's like, what are you, in competition with yourself?
Yeah.
For me, every time I learn something, I like to take it and apply it. Or if I got a thought in my head and I want to do it, I've got some of the best
riders in the world.
Riders right there at my discretion, and we go out and try. We try 10 dumb things, and one of them's fucking excellent.
Exactly.
Did you ride the little bastard yet?
I've never ridden a Stooge, full Stooge. I'm going to do it in a minute. I will do it.
Go grab your helmet and come up. You're gonna come back with a big smile on your face. It's cool.
I tried Morgan's DI, but it wasn't a full thing.
No, this thing doesn't have any power. So every time we come to these deals, we bring these killer boards, and nobody wants to take them on the demo track because they're like, fuck that, I don't want to die.
Yeah, it's all throttle control, right?
Yeah,
Just be respectful, yeah?
But this thing's all, it's look how tiny the motors are on the back of that thing. There's nothing.
All right, let's go do that. Right, so last few days been enjoying the two boards, the Maverick and the V3. Totally different specs, and it's lovely to get a brand new direction from both the boards. It's really good to see. So I think I'm going to start off with the Maverick because that's the kind of the first one we're going at. What am I allowed to say?
Yeah, I think we're here. We say everything.
We say everything. Okay, yeah. So obviously early days. First of all, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to test it and get out there first. It is not what I thought a Lorentz Mini or Maxi or board would be. Gear drive, swappable battery is insane. So good. I don't think we've had anything that good since the Wave, and it's been improved on with this design and the versatility. So let's talk about some of the features about the Maverick with what's special about the Maverick. Obviously we've got hot swappable batteries. You said there's 3 potentially?
Yeah, 3 type of batteries that go on the Maverick. The Pro version comes with a Molicel P45V battery.
Yep.
It's 14S2P, 454 watt hours.
Yep.
This is a punchy battery.
You want?
Yeah, we have some stickers right here. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.
Take 2? Just take 2.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh. Whose board is it?
Doesn't matter.
Is that Tilo? It's fucking Tilo. Oh no. Hey, what's up guys? This is Editing Tom. I just feel like I need to have a bit more context with what just happened. So I was actually doing an interview with Lorentz Boards talking about their all-new Maverick and Major V3 when in the background one of my friends, Tilo, who was riding around ESK8 Con, unfortunately without a helmet, throttled his board, one of his motors locked up, he fell and went into a full epileptic seizure. Very, very, very scary stuff. fortunately enough, the medical team was able to see him and be there for him. He went to hospital, and luckily enough, there was no further injuries. But it just shows the importance of wearing a helmet at all times, because the times you don't is when it's going to get you. So it's quite fortunate that Tilo was okay. He was back later on that day, so he's made a full recovery, but it was a very, very scary time. So just a bit of a reminder, guys, always wear a lid when you're out riding, because you never know what could happen. And Tilo is a pro level rider, so it means it can happen to any of us at any time. Anyway, let's get back to the coverage of ESK8 Con 2025. So we are here with the MBS team. Dylan Bell, he's a bit sore today, so I'm not going to be super full on, but you're still racing again?
I am. I actually just dislocated my shoulder. It popped back in straight away.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dylan, please. Honestly, mate.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself in relation to the MBS team?
Yeah, my name's Joel, and Joel Lee, and R&D Lee. Some might know me as
Perfect.
that. And yeah, MBS since '93. So
MBS has got a massive, I think they've kind of almost had forced legacy in eScape since day one of having MBS products being thrown into e-boards for years and years. You had your MBS build for the Evolve Open, didn't you?
Yeah, I
Coming
did.
for people.
That was actually the full send build that had the MBS bindings on it.
I think
the top mount thing is definitely, we're big on that.
I think people look at it as like, oh, it's ugly and it's not approachable. But I think what you need to realise, take away the aesthetics. I think they look sick. I think it gives it like a rougher style.
Hard, yeah,
but it gives you the full deck properties by doing that. And totally. One of the biggest things for the guys who have not seen it before, MBS having a hot swappable battery system is amazing and bespoke, because it means you can take your full board to the pump track, to the trail, and then you have your flight pack in your bag. You go out, you have fun, you reduce that weight where it's possible, and unlock a whole another way of riding on the event.
Good, how are you, man? You just said it all.
Yeah, I know. Well, guys, I've been trying to speak to MBS for like since launch. Where have you been? It's a nightmare, honestly, guys.
On the top mounted battery system, I think it makes a lot of sense for the MBS board, because doing a lot of off-road stuff, even going to mountain park, skate parks, stuff like that. I sometimes bottom out the board, sometimes I'm doing board slides, stuff like that, board stalls. So I think it makes a lot of sense. You don't want to be bashing the battery every day.
Exactly, and also
aesthetically, it was like, when we came into it, was like, man, I really wanted a bottom mount. Like, it just looks better.
Yeah.
We just couldn't do it.
I think it's been great, and I think the incorporation with collaborating with obviously Xway with the kind of components, I think is
electronics.
And using the best elements of both. Why would you want Xway to design the deck and the bindings, which you guys are known for?
That's what we thought. So collab is the only way. We wanted to do it right. And we know we do the normal components right.
Yeah, the gravity influence, all those years evolution.
And it just is tried and true and tested. And for what we tested Xway, they know their electronics. It's solid. The stuff works.
Yeah.
And even with this next level of stuff that we're using, that ESC, it just works.
Yeah, and also like having an 18S, is it 16S? 18S mountain boards, like, you know, that's not very common.
That was another,
not very common.
That was another thing for us. Yeah, high voltage, quick swap, top mount. We wanted to tick all those boxes. Because
that's the thing, like you know for yourself, then, like back in the day with DIY builds, the entry level and the intimidation of that is so high. So trying to have that is really difficult. Getting people into e-skate and e-mountain board, like these, like the strongest board is either a Stooge race board or a mountain board, because they're designed to get a kick in, you know?
I think it's really great that MBS already has such a big presence in the electric scene. They already have a reputation for really strong stuff. You know, everyone uses the bindings.
Yeah.
A lot of people use their old decks for DIY builds, stuff like that. So yeah, everyone knows it works.
But yeah, guys, Dylan, please look after yourself, please. Like, honestly, I don't want another running away from the hospital job from last year. But yeah, that's behind the scenes stuff we won't talk about. But yeah, guys, I'm glad there's a true mountain board influence this year. It's what was missing. There was mountain boards last year, but we need full strap, full locked in, and the boys are going to give me a chance to ride one tomorrow, hopefully with full bindings, which I'm really looking forward to. That'd be sick. Cool. Thanks, guys. Come here a second. About this. What is this that you've created? Was there like some furniture, a barn door that needed?
This is the plank.
Plank tells jokes. Knock him dead, buddy.
The plank.
Yeah. The plank.
Where was the vision? Was you like, there was a piece of wardrobe, you was like, I have to turn that into a board?
It's got some maple, and I had a Mazzari sitting there.
Are those surf skate trucks surf skate hangers as well? What the?
No, these are just hyper trucks with the surf adapter. I don't think anyone's ever put hyper trucks on.
No, I've never seen anyone put hyper trucks on anything before.
So this part doesn't really matter. It's just the surf
what is in this thing? Is that like a household switch for lights?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my gosh! We're here with the ESK8 Do you want to introduce yourself to everyone? Your involvement with ESK8?
Hello, my name is Alex. I used to do e-skate reviews on YouTube. Yeah, some of you might have seen me, some of you probably not. But I've been friends with ESK8 for a long time, so this time they're coming to ESK8 Con, and I decided to come hang out and help them out.
So there's loads of cool stuff to talk about, so I'm just going to start grabbing something. And I've just noticed one already, I hadn't even noticed.
Go ahead.
Jeez, what is this?
That is our new remote.
Is
That's
it on?
be coming now.
It's not connected or anything, right?
No, there's a prototype.
It's gorgeous.
Yep. So we have the trigger in the front, that's for the acceleration, and the brake in the back.
The rebound's lovely. I feel like ESK8 has a CNC fetish going on, I ain't gonna lie.
We do.
Everything is CNC, definitely. What a lovely design.
And we're gonna come out with a clear version as well, so you get to see all these.
Man, like, I do know what it is. It's the I find there's a lot of influence is in different demographics that we don't harness upon. So what I mean by that is with like PC builds and engineering, they show their internals, they have the confidence to show what's power and everything. Having a clear thing shows I've got nothing to hide and this is how it's built. It's a different kind of feeling. Obviously I know this is a prototype,
and it feels a lot skinnier.
It
right?
does.
To some of the other ones.
Yeah. And there's like that's been thought about, that little lip. So I'm definitely gonna we're gonna fire around because there's so much stuff here, guys, I need to talk about. 18S ESCs?
Yes.
18S 200
yes,
ampere.
This is still in development, and the ESCs will be coming out later on in the year.
Man. So is this going to be on the current lineup, or do you reckon this will be on something that will be coming out later on?
That will probably be for later on.
So this is like future development of stuff that will be coming out really, really soon. That's cool. It's amazing. So like future-proofing.
Our in-house design as well. We have a really good relationship with ESK8, with e-skaters in China. So we also do get quite a few test riders. And some of them are really good.
Yep.
And that's what really helps us with developing our boards.
Bindings are yummy. Look at these.
I know, right?
Look at the white.
Like the colorway.
The colorway. And the clear.
Oh, that's that's a prototype.
That's a prototype. But no, cool though. Why not though?
I mean, yeah.
If you're looking with the white, why not have clear? You know?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yep.
This thing's massive. What? This thing's heavy. Look at this suspension system. Where's the mounting point? Here? There.
Maybe back here.
It's like a high. Yeah. It's like we've got what style of truck we're going to go for. Do you know what? Let's do it all. Let's do all this. So we've got like like TKP 3-link suspension, using all that. Like I would love to know what that feels like. That is so wild. But then that kind of goes back to like the Z3 thing where we've got very dynamic builds and we're using suspension systems. So I guess that's an evolution of a new suspension system going. Like there's a lot of projects going on here at the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's just what you're showing. There's obviously stuff that never got shown or never evolved. Shortboard as well, we looked at. New Stella, potentially, or was it be a new IP entirely, new name entirely?
Maybe, perhaps. Right now in R&D we have in the 99 watt hours, so that's going to be for airplanes, and as well as 200 watt hours and 400. So
a bit of everything. And I think one thing I've realised with shortboards is if the swappable system is quick enough and clean enough, then you can have all the fun of something like a Nomad in a shortboard, because all you need to do is put the second battery in your back and you don't actually have to carry a charge, you just instantly snap, off you go again. Hot swappable batteries, gear drive. I don't know how the R&D works, you guys. You've got so many projects going on all the time.
Got a lot of stuff coming.
But anyway, I really appreciate your time, man.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. But yeah, ESK8 smashing it again every year. So we're with Volchek. Is that pronounced right? Am I doing all right? Volchek?
Yeah,
that's good enough, yeah?
Yeah, good enough.
So absolutely smashed it. Coming in with a brand new build this year. How has your board evolved as of last year to this year?
Absolutely incredible. I mean, it's totally different machine. It's like I rebuilt it completely. There is like, I think, nothing similar as last year. Last year I had like two 4-wheel drives, direct drive motors.
Yep.
Now I have this Meepo MLR deck with Meepo tires. I built it as a 4-wheel drive. I customized a lot. I dropped down the whole battery case so I can fit inside with the bigger battery. 2 ESCs, Ontra ESCs, remote and motors. Almost the rest of it is Meepo, BRP tires, Tommy Boy windings. It's cool.
So has it been, for example, last year obviously riding for Jet Surf, and this side you've really evolved and really given yourself the tools you need to play?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm still riding for a Jet Surf, for like also Ontra, Meepo, for sure Racebox, and Aku Energy. That's guys that built my battery. So, I mean, huge thanks to everyone. Also, huge thanks to all our team.
Oh, the community and everyone working there.
Without our team, it won't be possible. It was crazy. It was incredible, and like, yeah.
Was it really what you needed this year to kind of get that, fight the best riders in the world?
Absolutely.
And where did you place this year?
This year, third.
Oh, amazing podium, man. Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
Well deserved, man.
Yeah.
Well done, man.
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it. So we have stopped over to the limousines of the skate world. Do you want to introduce yourself and your board?
I'm Tommy Solifant, here with Skateboards Electric. We have our debut finished version, new product electric longboard. We call it the SE1. The ones we have here to show are the XL9s that have the extra long deck. We also offer a deck that's standard length, so it's
Hey, man.
It's not just 39 inch. We also have a 30-inch deck. So
there's variety and scope. Does it change the electronics at all between your two models, or is it a different battery configuration?
Yeah, the long deck has a bigger battery box, so we can put a extra long range battery in there. The shorter decks, they still have good range with the smaller battery, but the smaller decks we can still run the big motors, because we have a big motor Speedboard, and we have a adventure all around it smaller motor board available.
So what was with the vision with having like out of the board norm extended length board? What advantages does a long deck board give you compared to like a standard board?
Yeah, the inspiration for the longer deck is performance. What came to me in a dream was the engineering benefits of a triangle.
Right.
If you're able to get a big foundation underneath you with a triangle, you're able to get it on the throttle, and you're able to get on the brake, and you're able to avoid obstacles that come up unexpectedly a lot better than if you're standing with your feet close together, and especially if you're a tall guy like me.
Yeah.
Even if you're a short guy, you can get down on this thing and really boogie on the road racetrack.
In relation to stability as well, you've got like stability in your truck system as well. So is that kind of the main focus about high speed and stability? Is that kind of the main focus of what this board is for?
Yeah, good question. The main advantage is a truck, in addition to the deck, is the trucks are built to be ultra stable, so they have a mechanical advantage of a self-righting mechanism. Most boards, something happens, you go extra fast, and they get dangerous. They want to wreck.
Yeah.
This board is the exact opposite. You get going a little extra fast, or you hit something in the road, it wants to self-correct. The upgradability on these boards is really solid with smaller motors. You know, we got the 6350s and the big motors with the 6390s. And we got the smaller battery with the 14S up to 16S.
So that's that versatility and what's needed for your type of style. So if you want a 16S for higher speed or a 14S for kind of more like mainstream daily use kind of thing.
Yeah, you know, some people they want to climb steep hills.
Yeah.
Some people they want to road race.
Yeah.
This is such a
not to interrupt you guys.
Yeah, go on.
I got a race on that.
Oh, take it.
I'm gonna go race on this now.
Yeah, go on, never. Go on, take it, man. It's all good. Are you okay? Good luck, man. Good luck, man. You got this, yeah? Good luck. But not smooth and fast, yeah? Smooth. There you go. Yeah, so Neverrise is racing your board this year, so that's it's good to see, like, obviously that demonstration. And he's not only a small guy either, so he's your perfect candidate, right? Yep.
So what's new and different about these trucks is that we got 10 bearings in each truck.
Right.
So this is a new design. It's called I dubbed it the pivot shaft truck. So we have solid titanium axles. We have 10 bearings in there. We have steering links, all CNC. They're adjustable and they're patented. So that's 60 inches.
It's enormous, isn't it?
It's 62 inches total length.
I got a 42-inch board. I'm like, what is this? 105 mile an hour board?
Well, this thing comfortably runs 35 horse. So yeah, that's basically it with the trucks. You know, they just have typically when people ride, there's an invisible wall at about 30 miles.
Yeah, and it just changes there from this. You need that stability and reassurance.
Yeah, to be able to have the invisible wall disappear.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic thing, and what I like the most about this board, what we created here, is a fun factor.
Yeah, it's unique. How many people are asking it saying it's out of the box, man? But man, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, we're here with Speedboard. So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I mean, my name is Scott. I'm a full-time student at UC Irvine. I reached out to Speedboard right when COVID started, so back in 2020. And I was a sophomore in high school, offered to work for free. Been with the company since then, and we've obviously undergone a lot of change. I do a lot of back end. I do CAD, I do FEA. I've learned how to machine a lot of our parts. Our goal is to have international. We do have plans to send some boards out to a few different countries. Right now, our main focus is getting boards out to our backers from Kickstarter.
Yep.
That's one of our main focuses. All right, so specs. I'll start off with battery because that's the one that most people want to hear. It's a single motor is driving this thing.
Yep.
It's a 7,000 watt motor rated to 148 amps. We are working with a few other companies to get some better coating on them to have higher performance. These things are ERPM limited, I believe. It depends on the model. It's on the flyer, but it's between 30 and 35.
It's interesting as well because obviously a lot of PVs have dual motors, right? Yes. And you've just got a single motor as well.
I mean, this thing's running on VESC and Dolly.
Yep.
We are working at, updating our electronics. Our batteries are very unique. Instead of having a singular pack, we have a division of packs that are routed in series. The individual packs are 3S 2P.
Right.
They run just barely under 100 watt hours, which makes them TSA compliant.
Okay.
So if somebody wanted to fly with this board, you take the deck off, separate all the batteries, put them in your backpack, and check the board.
So it'd be like a plug and play kind of
Very plug and play. So this model right here, which is the Pikes Peak, is I believe 16S 3P.
You right?
And then our Big Bear is a 14S 3P.
First time I've actually been on a speedboard before. How are you finding, I suppose, that kind of accessibility with people trying your product? Because I think it's the same difficulty that Stooge have had as well, where our boards are crazy, but that's what makes them unique. So I'm trying to get them learn. Like, it took me 5 minutes to ride one, so it's not unachievable. And I feel like you need to treat this a bit like a bike. You need momentum, you need speed, and you just need to trust the process to get yourself going.
I think it's very similar. I mean, anybody that's ridden motocross or bikes, there are a lot of intuitive things that you don't think about, like counter steering. This is very hard to switch to off of a four-wheel board, just because of the way that it acts. This has two wheels. So with a four-wheel board, you push down on
you don't tilt as well.
You push down on one edge, it's going to push back on your feet. With this guy, it'll drive to the ground. So it is very different. But the benefits that you get from this system, I mean, they prevent speed wobbles.
Oh, that's the thing. I know in relation of the wheelbase, you can crank this thing and it'll give you there. But
I mean, with the right confidence, you can full throttle this thing every time, and you don't need to worry about speed bumps or speed wobbles.
I love the clear lid. I think that shows confidence in your build to just demonstrate what you guys have. So it's very nice to see you guys back again representing, and hope to see more and more content coming out really soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So that is the highlights of ESK8 Con. Was it a good event, or could there have been some things to improve? For me this year, ESK8 Con was an absolute blast, hanging out with some of my best friends, and the group rides this year were absolutely incredible. And if you want to know a bit more about that, I'll put a link to those videos in the description below. But we did the Vegas strip ride, and we had some other events during the week of ESK8 Con. So if you want to know more about that, that'll be in the description below. So in my opinion of ESK8 Con 2025, the group rides were amazing. It was amazing seeing everyone. The races were epic, and having the demo track was really, really good. There were some really good booths this year with ESK8, MBS, Propel, Evolve was there this year. Didn't unfortunately get any coverage for them. Xway had some new cool stuff. We didn't really get a chance to interview them, unfortunately. And there was loads of other different events showing the products that are coming up later on in the year. But overall, I do thought it was a bit lacking in some of the vendors. And it would have been nice if the orientation of the vendors lined up with the track maybe a little bit more, because I really liked how ESK8 Con last year was all the vendors in the middle, and then the racetrack going around all the vendors. But overall, it was a success. Everyone was okay. There was that little incident with Tilo, but he was all well and good, and it just shows the importance of wearing a helmet at all times. But overall, from the small M-Boards team and the community around it, it was an absolute success. But I would like to ask you guys, what would you want to see at ESK8 Con 2026? The EUC guys were there. There was a women's division and there was a senior division, so it's all about inclusion. But what other things would you think would make this event even better? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, this took a long time to put this video together, so if you've enjoyed it, please drop a like, subscribe for more content, because we've got some really cool stuff coming. Here's one of them, sneak peek, and loads of cool content coming, including an electric motorcycle, which is going to be super sick. So anyway guys, stay safe, stay shredding, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.